Man, got around. OG Silverback here. Hey guys, and just like what's been going on for the last few weeks up in here back east, there's no victory and glory. I'm sorry I'm yawning. I don't get much sleep, man, because my mom's husband came home from the convalescent home or from the hospice, whatever you want to call it. And, now I'm doing his medication, his food, cleaning up after him. And then I'm doing my mom's medication, her food, clean up after her, helping her get up and down the steps, in and out through her appointments and stuff. And while I'm not really getting a lot of sleep, but I'm not complaining. I'm just sharing with you. I apologize for yawning, but I'm very tired that I had to move into the guest room because the room I was in is the only room could accommodate the medical bed for her husband. So I don't have any victory and glory. I'm going to speak low because they're sleeping. But without further ado, I want to get into the topic of today's video, which is in maximum security prison, if you ride with your people, they will be the first to ride you like a pony. This comment is for a lot of youngsters come on here. You guys are inmates because you've been to level 1, level 2. You've been doing maybe 18 months or 2 years. To me, I don't consider you a real convict. This is my opinion. Until you're doing 10 years or more, it's nothing like doing a decade, dude, to really have you institutionalized, dude, and desensitized to the violence and then acclimated like the Borg in maximum security prison. You become a savage. There's no more humanity. It's all animalism. And then you're a convict. The rest of you youngsters coming on here with your little funky comment. No, man, always ride with your people. OG don't know what he talking about, man. You ride with your people. You get soups and zoom zooms and wham whams and chips, man, and crackers, man, and tuna. You know what I'm saying? You get to play spades and poker. Yeah, okay, that's that level 1, level 2 band camp, maximum security prison, man. Everybody's a savage. Most people are sodomites. The majority of people are perverts and demented. And they're looking for a weakness. Maximum security prison is one place I've learned. There was a saying in the 60s, never let them see you sweat. Man, never let them see you smile. Never let them see you be sad. Always have on a game face. Game face is like this. Look, guys. Like you never show emotion, man. You always got a scowl on your face. You just, like you're not happy. Maybe inside you're happy. Or maybe you're sad inside, but your game face. And it's like my homeboy Curtis Thomas used to tell me, because when I first got out the pen, he had been out. He got out 5 years before me. I did 10, he did 5. So he was already established, doing computers and stuff. He was making money, living a good life. And he embraced me with love, man. He was like, he used to introduce me to women and jobs and opportunities. I love that dude. But he grew me from being a savage barbarian. He's the first one who gave me the name OG Silverback when we was in San Quentin prison. But he grew me from being a guerrilla savage in the jungle to becoming a sophisticated gentleman. And he gave me the name of Gorilla in the Suit. So what happens is he used to throw these socialite parties where, people of money and influence would come over, you dress nice, and do you have any Grey Poupon? I don't drink, but I would have like a Sprite, dude, or a 7-Up or something like that on ice on the rocks. And you just mingle and walk around. And he used to always tell me, OG Silverback, leave your mask on because these people ain't ready for you to take your mask off. So then after the social setting was over, he would have like these strip club parties where he'd have strippers there. We'd start shooting pool, guys is gambling because the sophisticated crowd would leave. Now here comes a hood type, thug type ninjas, right? Then they go, okay, man, it's cool to take your mask off. So then I take it off because I'm around some thug type dudes. And I was doing security for his strip club parties because some dudes, man, be paying these strippers and they drinking and they getting high. And then the stripper don't want to give them a private dance for whatever reason. It's their prerogative. And then they want to get unruly. And Big Kurt be like, all right, man, take your mask off. So then I tell him, hey, my man, you got to leave the premises. So you can either leave willingly or you can leave in a body bag. Makes me no difference. And I had already patted everybody down before they came to the venue, so I know they didn't have straps or a knife or anything like that. Let's call it a candy bar. So I'm not bragging, and I'm not the baddest dude or the craziest dude, but I know I train every day, so I'm thinking the average dude, even if he's trained, if you're smoking weed and you're drinking and I'm not, and you're smoking cigarettes and I'm not, I got the drop on you just because alcohol deadens your senses, slows your reflexes. So anyway, that's just a backstory. But getting to the title of today's video, in maximum security prison, if you ride with your people, they will be the first to ride you like a donkey. Maximum security prison is really interesting. This is a movie called, I think it's called Lockdown or Lockup. Just look him up, man. Lockdown or Lockup. But it's about this black dude. He was a square dude. He was a swimmer. And he got into it. I don't know, it's the one that the dude got into it with Fat Joe in New York, and he threw him. They was fighting, and Fat Joe fell down to where the subway comes. He got electrocuted and died, or the subway hit him. Or I think that's the movie. It's called Lockdown or Lockup. But it was a square dude, black dude swimmer. He goes to maximum security prison for murder. But his homies was there from since when he was kids. Because you know how sometimes you always got some homies that just do questionable stuff. And you know them through sports. I knew this a lot. I had a lot of homies that I played sports with, but they was thug dudes, right? But I knew them. We worked out and played sports. But I didn't participate in their thuggish activities or gang activities. So anyway, he gets to the pen. His homie's been there since he was like 14. And this dude ain't never getting out. He got double life. So then he in there, and the first thing you do, hey man, whoa man, what you doing in here? You a square dude. Oh man, this dude he knocked my artwork down on the train. Got off the train, and I got to fight. You know, I swim a lot, so you know when I chunked them things on him, he fell down in the subway, and the subway ran him over. Now I got life. Oh man, I look out for you, man. Here's some soups and some candy bars, man. With some Zoom Zooms and Wham Whams. If you need anything, here's some toothpaste, man, some soap. I got you. And then unlock come. They not in the same cell. And then hey man, let's shoot some ball, because they used to shoot ball on the street together. You know, they homies, man. And then they shoot ball. Hey man, let's lift weights together, lifting weights. Oh man, you need to step up your game. This is what the lifer told him, because he was a swimmer, but the lifer been in there chunking that iron. He just chunking it, right? He said, man, you got to step up. So the lifer knew he was stronger than the dude. And then he started play wrestling with him. He knew he was stronger than the dude. So then, man, he convinced him to move in the cell. Oh, man, you know, we from the same block. How's Freddie doing? How's your mom doing? How's your sister doing? Oh, they doing good, you know, all that kind of stuff. They're buttering him up. Then he gets up in there, man, and he say, hey, man, you want to look at some of these dirty magazines? And the guy's like, nah. So then the lifer dude's looking at the dirty magazines, and he start, you know how dudes start doing their knees in and out like that? So then he was like, hey man, so let me see pictures of your girl. So the dude's showing him, the swimmer's showing him pictures of his girl. So then he's leaning in close. He tried to kiss the swimmer. The swimmer's like, hey man, what you doing? He said, hey man, I ain't never been with a woman, man. And you got the girlfriend and everything, man. I just want to know what it's like to be with a girl, man. So just let me go up in. He's like, no, I don't roll like that. He said, hey man, I be looking out for you. We play basketball together. Always lift weights. I'm trying to get you stronger. I gave you all them soups and everything. And dude's like, nah, I ain't with that program. He said, okay, I see how you is. I see you is. So what I'm trying to say is, I want to explain to you youngsters, maybe your people don't outright just take it because there's rules to the game. Whatever your set is or your collective group of people are, they're not just going to allow somebody to just straight take it, but they're going to try to do some guerrilla tactics, or they're going to try to do some covert persuasion. If that doesn't work, they're going to go overt. But those are the first people that try to tap your cheeks, because then you can keep it on the down low. So I'm just saying, dude, like, just be very careful, man, because it's like this, dude. They're going to be the first ones to ride you like a pony, dude. And they're going to tell you they're just going to put the tip in. That's just a lie. They just put the tip in for the first 30 seconds. Then they're going balls deep, talking about, Oklahoma, hold still, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy stuff. So you got to do this, man. You can't show fear and jump into the first car that offers you protection or offers you open arms, dude. You got to just be like, you got to be a man and take your time to really decide which car you want to be a part of. Even if you know somebody that's from your hood or from your street and your barrio and you ain't seen them for 10, 15 years, man, he's not the same person you knew, man. It's like, let's give you an example, because you guys don't like the graphic, the vulgar type of content, because you're soft soy boy, you spineless motherfuckers. So let's take it down a notch for you little soft baby boys. Let's say you got a girlfriend, man, And you know how, man, boyfriend and girlfriend, you go through problems and you break up and stuff. And the girl be like, oh, I want to take a break. Or let's say you break up with your girlfriend, man, and you ain't been with her for about a year. Let's just make it easy for about a year. And then you run into her somewhere, man, and then you know me. She's like, oh, sometimes I think about you. You think about her, and you think about the good times. You forgot the bad times. You forgot the one she was the one that left you, and you take her back. I've done this before. I won't. I don't do it again. But I'm telling you, young guys, when you take your girlfriend back and she's been gone for about a year or so, gone from the relationship with you, she's no longer the same girlfriend. She's been with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different dudes, doing all kind of dirty, nasty stuff to her that you never did, dude. All kind of stuff, man. And now she's coming back damaged goods. So even though she might want to get with you because you treated her the best out of the other dudes that was just dogging her and running through her, she's no longer the same girl. And it's just like when you see your homies, you go to the maximum security prison, and you see your homie, he's been down 10 years. Like, let's say he left when y'all was 15, now you're 25. He's been down flat. He ain't never getting out. He's not the same homie, man. He's gonna have affections for you that you don't want. So if you like this type of content, man, thumbs up the video. Leave a comment in the algorithm if you know anybody or if you heard of any situation like this. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, because I've noticed 25% of you guys that comment aren't subscribers. And I'm looking to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Because once you get to 100,000 subscribers, the YouTube algorithm starts suggesting your videos to more people and start putting your video into more different feeds. Because I think this is very important that young dudes understand this gang affiliation, this urbanized hood type of thug type of living, dude. It might be glamorous when you're like 13, 14, 15 because you're going through puberty. Other guys are bigger and stronger. I got it. You want to be somebody. I got it. You want to feel like you got some power, some clout. I got it. You're afraid. I got it. But man, once you start hitting age 17, you turn 18, you got to look at your life and look at, do you want to be locked up in and out of reforms, go in and out of maximum security prison, associated with funky, stinky, big, strong, murderous homosexuals? Or do you want to have a life, there's a fork in the road, do you want to have a life where you go to college, get a good job, work for a nice corporation, travel, have a nice girlfriend, heck, even maybe get married and have kids? The choice is yours. So until next time, Ochi Sogbar out.